think you have pointed out a lot of the reasons for addressing this issue. We've all heard too many stories of our police, fire, and medical personnel who can't communicate during emergencies, sometimes even resorting to handwritten notes passed across piles of rubble. When school children are walking to school with cutting-edge smartphones capable of video conferencing and high-speed internet connections, our first responders should have more than walkie-talkies and notes across rubble. Oftentimes, we see that even the equipment they have is not operable. So this is the time to act, and you have been a leader, Mr. Chairman, on this issue, and I think you have shown the commitment this morning. I said last September that I can support your proposal to allocate the spectrum known as the D block to public safety. However, I do have some concerns about how your legislation would fund the deployment of the public safety network and whether we could work together to combine the public safety allocation with some of my priorities in the wireless area to drive innovation, investment, and job growth. I have drafted a comprehensive spectrum bill, the Wireless Innovation Spectrum Enhancement Act, WISE to be called, that I hope you will consider. My bill would allocate the D block to public safety, as well as provide a stable funding stream through a combination of grants financed by auctions revenue and zero-interest loans to build a public safety network. Funds would also be specifically targeted to rural and high-cost areas that so many of which do not have hookups and access to the wireless bands. And this is important in every state that has rural communities and smaller communities to get the public safety broadband network in place and deployed. In addition to ensuring our first responders will have access to communication systems they need, my bill will generate billions in new revenue to help pay down the federal deficit. It will also spur more efficient and transparent use of government spectrum, encouraging the government to use less of its spectrum allotment so that some airwaves that today are unused or underutilized can be repurposed for higher use. Last, my proposal will drive investment, innovation, and job creation by significantly increasing the spectrum available for commercial broadband use. This is necessary to maintain the United States' position at the forefront of the wireless world. So, Mr. Chairman, I hope that we can combine your priority and your approach with mine and do something that I think would be a win all the way around, from public safety spectrum to paying for it and adding to the commercial capabilities to use broadband. Thank you.
We always do.
Yes, thank you very much.
I want to introduce, and I want to apologize to the other witnesses, but Senator Hutchinson and I have to be on the floor to manage an aviation bill